everyone. Welcome to the NBA Rookie Showcase, where we will see the top prospects competing for a top spot in the upcoming NBA Draft. This is Kevin Harlan alongside my friend Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg.
And Kevin, you know, this is a game I always look forward to. I mean, there's excitement and anticipation. There's such a great concentration of young talent. This really begins the process for these young men of kind of measuring themselves against the best players in the world. So I'm looking forward to it.
Man, keep in mind, guys, you know, scouts and GMs have watched these players all season long. So this game is very important, but it's really just one more piece of the puzzle.
Now a chance to check out our starting lineups. And guys, what are you going to be looking for in this one from Bennett?
Bennett is a solid 6'8", and he's got the skill to step out behind the three-point line. So he's just comfortable whether he's inside the paint or out on the perimeter.
Yeah, I like the fact that he can make you feel it. He puts his body on you, and he's got an NBA body. There's no question about that. And NBA athleticism as well, so he can beat you to the ball, and he can beat you from the three-point line, too. So that's a nice combination.
Well, guys, how about the anticipation for this year's Rookie Showcase? When you look in the stands, the celebrities, the stars, they're everywhere. You got press, scouts, GMs, and then you add in the players and the fans. I mean, the buildup and the excitement for this exact game, where so much is riding on the performance of these young and talented players. I've been looking forward to this for a while.
Me too, Steve. You can really feel the buzz in the air. I mean, people have been talking about the players and what's to come of the upcoming draft, and there's an awful lot to be excited about this time of year.
And, you know, when you look back to last year, guys, we got to see Anthony Davis, Damian Lillard, Bradley Beal.
He feeds it to Porter. Shot clock at 6. 14 feet away. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. McLemore with the ball. Dishes to Carter Williams. And now here's Banks, the fast break opportunity. And it's Oladipo with the jam.
And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Kicks to McLemore. Got a piece of it. Left side, Banks. Left side, Banks. Pass to Gobert.
And it's great to see all the best and the brightest young prospects in one place, going at it 5-on-5.
Yeah, there's only so much you can really gather from shooting drills and running through cones. Nothing beats the real thing, that's for sure.
He kicks it to McLemore. Carter Williams gets it to go. Carter Williams has got his first 2 points.
And he's certainly impressed with his play thus far.
Yeah, a chance here to make an impression with so many eyes on you, and he's risen to the occasion.
Now, here's Porter. And Olynyk kicks to Porter. Here's Banks. Now, here's Banks. He's got 5. Defended by Carter Williams. Shot from 6. Banks, no good.
And I'll tell you what, this has been one ugly quarter for him.
And it keeps getting uglier. I mean, his touch has basically gone AWOL.
That's the group in the game right now for the elites. McLemore, the pass to Carter Williams. Pass to McLemore. A floater gets it to go. McLemore's got 11 points.
These defenders are not putting up much of a fight on the interior. It's been embarrassing. That's 10 consecutive points allowed in the lane.
And that's
fit in very well.
Yeah, you look sharp, buddy. You are as sharp as they come. And as we were talking earlier on, the paparazzi and all those other folks making their way out. And because they're here, this has become one of their key events of the year here in New York. And that's saying a lot considering all that goes on in the Big Apple.
Here's McLemore. after the made shot from Banks.
You look around the gym, a lot of movers and shakers in attendance.
Yeah, you sure are. And if you want to be seen by an NBA front office, this is the place to be. It's just one game, you've got their full attention.
He's certainly turning some heads with his play thus far.
Yeah, maybe showing he's been a little overlooked.
North of 7 feet tall that at one time were gymnastically inclined. So he can cover ground, and I think that makes him even more of a factor defensively early on in his career.
Porter kicks to Banks. And fouled as he went up to the dunk. Good aggressive move, and he'll shoot two. Alex Len picks one up.
Talk about complete control. Everything working in this one for the prodigy. He has 14 points and 3 steals. He's showing us those quick hands today, both when he's thinking about there. As a matter of fact, he may have had his brain in neutral.
Now here's Burke. Now the feed to Banks. Left side Banks. He passes to Burke from past the arc. That's good. Burke's got 5 points now this quarter.
You got to love the way he's competing out there, making believers out of these team reps.
Well, going back to his draft stock, he might be a guy who climbs up a bit come draft day.
Carter Williams with it, defended by Burke. The offensive rebound. And, there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup, and while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call it a foul shot or not, but sure enough they have. So we've got a couple of free throws coming up. The Elite's making a switch here. Porter's checked in. Both free throws good from Len. Banks dishes to Burke. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
This is exactly what you'd expect from a player of his caliber.
No, he's putting these scouts on notice. I mean, he's for real. There's no question about that.
And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Elites.
Now we've seen them make that extra effort rotating from the weak side, closing out on their airspace, really sending shots back.
And Steve, we can't fail to mention all the steals they piled up too. I mean, that's making a big difference. They've really gotten into them defensively. And there was a time when it might have been hard to get all the top prospects in one gym together to go head to head.
Yeah, fortunately those days are in the past. And for those of us who love the game, it's really such a treat.
12-point lead, their biggest of the game. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
That is a terrific effort on the shot. He's giving up a lot of size, but still finds a way to score.
I don't think that affected him in the least, though, Steve. I mean, he made it look like he was the bigger guy.
And stolen by Banks. And now here's Banks, the fast break opportunity. And finished off by Porter.
Boy, I love it. Active hands on the steal, active feet on the fast break.
And Clark power on the dunk.
And guys, this is just too close of a game to be giving the ball up like that and then failing to get back in transition.
Len. Carter Williams kicks to Muhammad. 6 on the shot clock. Banks with the block. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. There's the pass to Noel Oladipo. The rebound by Bennett. Banks kicks to Noel. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. Noel's got 6 here in this quarter. Now Carter Williams. Now a timeout called by the Stars.
He has to be concerned with all the missed shots. It happens to every team, but you have to find a way to keep being productive even when you go through a shooting drought.
He might be trying to tell them to get to the free throw line. All teams go cold at points during the game, but the good teams still find ways to score.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sideline.
Well, over the break, I listened in on what the head coach for the Stars was trying to get across in their huddle. He told his players, turnovers are killing us right now. We can't keep trying to make the home run play. Settle down, run the offense, and make the simple pass. Kevin, sounds easy enough.
And here's Oladipo after the three-pointer from McLemore. Here's Banks. Great D that time from Carter Williams. And stolen by Banks. A nice shot by Zeller. And the Elites lead by 10. And here's McLemore. Dishes it to Carter Williams. Can't get it to go. Excellent D from Oladipo. It's Banks with the drive. There's the bucket. Good. Banks passes to Noel, and that one's good.
You got to feel pretty good about this win tonight, guys, defending their home floor.
Yeah, and just riding it out here now. I mean, they gave the fans what they wanted.
Now here's McLemore. Hit his foot, and the official saying it was kicked. So it's the Elites winning this one easily.
Well, it was a fun one, but the... It's been a ride.
Good game out there tonight, son. I'm the GM of the Kings, and I must say, I was impressed with your performance. We have the 7th pick in the draft and are narrowing down our list of draft targets. If you wouldn't mind, I'd like to ask you a couple questions. We realize that here in Sacramento, we don't have the appeal of a Los Angeles or New York or Chicago. We tend to look for players who would be proud to be part of this organization, someone who can really take pride in being a member of the Sacramento Kings, someone who's willing to spend their entire career as a member of the Kings. Are you that person?
I really think I'd enjoy being a member of the Sacramento Kings, playing alongside Tyreek, DeMarcus, and the other guys. It's hard for me to tell you right now that I want to play my entire career there, though. You know, so many things can happen, so many things can change. I'm not saying that it's something that can happen. I just don't want to mislead you. I'd definitely love to be a member of your team, though, for real.
Thanks for your time. This gives us something to take back to the team. We'll see you on draft night. Hello, and thanks for taking the time to answer my questions. We're picking 6th in the upcoming draft and are very interested in what you bring to the table. All right, let's get to it. Talk about what you have to improve on as you make the jump to the next level. We'd like to see what you think about your game as a whole.
Primarily my focus and being mentally tougher. I need to study the game and watch the players in front of me and learn. I also need to learn from the veteran guys so I can step in and contribute when my name is called.
Hey, one more question, if you don't mind. Being in the NBA brings a lot of responsibilities, and some people just aren't ready for it, if you know what I mean. What are your plans once you get that first paycheck?
To be honest, that's something I haven't given much thought. Right now, I'm completely focused on my game and getting drafted in the lottery. Hopefully top 5, man. That'd be nice.
Thanks so much for your time. I don't want to get ahead of myself here, but we would be ecstatic if you're still on board when it's our turn to pick.
Greetings, I'm the GM and Director of Player Personnel for the Detroit Pistons. We have the 8th pick of the draft and are looking for someone to be the face of our franchise. We'd like to ask you a couple questions and get a feel of how well you fit in with us. The team that we built here in Detroit was a rebuilding effort that didn't quite pan out. Obviously, it's difficult to predict the future, but I expect to see a fair amount of roster turnover as we work towards retooling the lineup for another rebuilding effort. How comfortable would you feel coming into a situation where the roster is in a state of flux?
It sounds to me like you guys are thinking about starting over again. If that's truly your intention, I'm not really interested in being part of a rebuilding project. I've only got so much time in this league, and I don't have any intentions of throwing away years from my career. It's nothing personal against you or the organization, but I'm just not interested in coming to Detroit. Sorry.
Well, I can see that we are not a match, unfortunately. Good luck to you on draft night.
Good evening and welcome to the 2013 NBA Draft. For 60 of the world's most talented and dedicated young players, tonight marks the culmination of years of hard work as their dream of playing in the NBA moves closer to reality. To all of the fans watching around the world and to those here with us tonight, thank you for joining us. And now to the task at hand. With the first pick in the 2013 NBA Draft, the Cleveland Cavaliers select
Anthony Bennett of Toronto, Canada, and the University of Nevada, Las Vegas.
With the second pick in the 2013 NBA Draft, the Orlando Magic select
Victor Oladipo of Indiana University.
With the third pick in the 2013 NBA Draft, the Washington Wizards select Otto Porter from Georgetown University. With the fourth pick in the 2013 NBA Draft, the Charlotte Bobcats select Cody Zeller from Indiana University. With the fifth pick in the 2013 NBA Draft, the Phoenix Suns select Alex Len from the University of Maryland. With the sixth pick in the 2013 NBA Draft,
The New Orleans Pelicans. Yes, the New Orleans Pelicans.
select Bruce Banks from Stanford University.